Hello, 2K fans. Shoe Shack Redemption back to continue the 03-04 season. We made it to the All-Star break, 35-9 after the 80-2 season last year. So not nearly as good as what we were. I meant to see why. So we're worse at threes, a little worse at free throws. Rebounds are down a little bit. Actually, the lowest we've had, oh my, since we got Patrick Ewing in 85. Wow. Well, that's part of the problem. I think I'm crash glass. So that's interesting to see. We're getting a lot more turnovers. I'm not sure who exactly is doing that. We're allowing a lot more points. That's interesting as well. Our differential's still pretty good, but not as good as it has been. We're scoring, I mean, last year was crazy, 118. But we were consistently about where we are now. But the defense has really dropped, it looks like. So that's going to be something. Maybe I look at my scheme over here. So we're neutral right now. If I go aggressive, I'm afraid of how many foul outs will happen, so I almost never go aggressive. We are crash glass, so I don't want to change that. If we want more rebounds, we could crash offensive glass too, but then we're possibly allowing more points, which is not helping the defense. So I think we just see what the guys do. We're average tempo. With Shaq, I think we can't be shoot at will. Playthrough star, I think they'll get confused on who the star is on this team. So I think we'll just see if it improves as we go. We've only lost one game at home. It's on the road that we're struggling. I didn't realize that. One loss at home. Well, we kick off with a home game, but then 3 on the road. So let's see how this goes. The Warriors and Nuggets are really good. Both 31-11. They're not, and they're not. So hopefully we get some warm-up games here. Let's find out. Yes, and we annihilated the Warriors. That's surprising. So 23 over the Heat. Shaq leads the way. I did, right before I went live, I almost forgot to put Steve Nash back in because he came back the day before the All-Star break, and I just let him sit out that last game and kind of forgot that he was still on the injured list, so put him back in. Had a slight hesitation to putting him back in the starting lineup just to see if a change would be good, but couldn't convince myself to take him out. We held Rashard Lewis to 19, but he fouled out, so he's on his way to 30 probably, which is about what he's averaging. 18 over the T-Wolves. Corey Maggette, who is the other guy averaging a ridiculous amount of points in this league. He's at 38. So Marcus Banks random 22 as well. They got a bunch of fake guys down there, looks like, playing. Kobe Bryant goes for 33. Dirk and Shaq over 20. Nash has not the greatest shooting game, but lots of assists. Oh, I was going to look at who's getting all my turnovers. Are people getting more? Kobe's getting more than usual. Dirk's about the same. Shaq's about the same. Peyton is getting more than usual as well. Wade's okay. Nash 2 per 36 is pretty good for a point guard. Richardson's kind of high, but what he was doing before. So it seems like it's Kobe and Peyton getting more turnovers than before. I don't know why that would be. Nothing changed really. from last year. But okay. 32 over the Warriors is surprising. It's good to see that we can annihilate a good team. Chris Webber's averaging 22 again. This team is pretty stacked. But Kobe goes for back-to-back 33-point games, makes all 11 free throws. Dirk with another good one. Shaq has 3 good ones in a row. Jay Rich 16 off the bench. Dwayne Wade had 3 blocks. See, this game we only had 10 turnovers, so if we could do that more often, that'd be good. And then 14 over the Nuggets is a good win. Al Harrington goes for 30. Wow. Karolinko double-double. Stefan. Isaiah Ryder's back from whatever injury he had, I guess. Kobe and Shaq both with 22. Back-to-back games also with 10 turnovers total. I like that. And I also had 19 steals because Dirk Nowitzki had 5. GP was 6. Okay. And now we get 3 home games. The Bulls are not good. They're the worst in the league. They're going Dwight Howard hunting. We've got a home game against the Warriors now. And then the Jazz are not good. So if we can get past the Warriors, and we lose to the Warriors. So we just beat them by 30, and then we lose at home. So 2K randomness at its best yet again. Gotta love it. But at least we won the 2 games that should have been easy. 24 over the 6 and 45 Bulls. Shaq with a 2010. Also 7 assists and 3 steals. What a game. Peyton with a good game. Dirk didn't shoot well. Powell was pretty bad. 9 turnovers in this one. So okay, so I'm focused on turnovers, and now I'm actually doing really well with them. This is the team that has no scorers on it, which is why they only have 6 wins. We lost by 10, so that's only our second home loss to the probably at least Western Conference Finals bound Warriors. It wasn't Kobe's fault. Shaq was pretty good with his 4 blocks. Nash was good. It looks like it's Gary Payton's 4 for 13. Yao and Pippen didn't do much other than rebound. It looks like maybe it was just our defense that struggled, because we couldn't hold Vince Carter under 31. Steven Jackson goes for 26. It wasn't Weber. Francis tried to get a triple-double. Darrell Armstrong with a double-double. He's averaging 10 points per game off the bench. Wow. And then the Jazz we beat by 32. Kobe's getting a lot more 30-point games, it seems, than he was before. But he also missed like half of the first half of the season with a shoulder injury. Shaq's been pretty consistent. Peyton fouled out in this one. Drew Gooden and his 20 points per game self is getting 23 on me, but he's like he is the best scoring threat on this team. Alright, 1 away. The Sonics are good. They've got Garnett and Duncan. We already saw the Wolves are bad. The Suns are not good because they don't have Iverson anymore. And the Celtics are not good. So we have like 1 good opponent per week, it seems. Those are all 131 plus points. That's good stuff. We allowed a lot from both the Sonics, and the Suns almost beat us, but here's a 14-point win over the really good Sonics. We held Duncan to 10 points and a foul out. But everybody else, look at that. They all did well. Andre Miller did really well, too. They shot amazingly, so it was just that our offense did a little bit more. We struggled in the third quarter, otherwise it was Pacers all the way. Shaq and Kobe and Dirk. Oh my. This was like, other than Gary Payton's 0 for 7, this is beautiful stuff here. 0 for 7 is rough. Did he bounce back in this 37-point win? 5 for 9 is better. This is Shaq's first time not getting at least 16, I think, since All-Star break. So every once in a while he can have a 10, but he should probably get fouled a couple times a game. No free throws is probably pretty rare for Shaquille's career. Dwayne Wade up there with 17. For the T-Wolves, we still letting Maggette get 35. His average is just going to stay at 28, I guess. Barely beat the Suns, and it was a comeback in the fourth quarter that did it. We were down 1, then down 6 at half, then down 11 at the end of the third. Come back and barely win thanks to Steve Nash leading the way. Kobe struggled. Shaq didn't shoot enough. Also didn't play enough. Don't know why. Richardson fouled out. Dirk didn't shoot enough. Pippen shot way too much. He should not shoot 7 times in 16 minutes. Not at this point. Jamal Crawford trying to get up to 20 points per game. And then that's a 56-point win over the not good Celtics. J. Rich, 24 off the bench. Dirk, another big one. Shaq, almost a triple-double. 9 assists for Shaquille O'Neal. Kobe didn't make a 3, otherwise was good. We shot 60% in this one. I don't think Shaq has any triple-doubles. No. So probably 9 assists is a new career high. It sure is. He might have had it once before, but it at least ties it. Stromel Swift has 7 blocks. I just saw that his points per game have gone up since the break. That's good. If we go here, yeah, he's averaging almost 20. Rebounds are down a little bit. He's shooting the same, but shooting 1 more shot, so that's good. Getting to the line a little bit more, it looks like. Still a terrible percentage, although he was 7 for 9 in that one. Mason and Red leading the way. Alright, I think I need to do practices now. Conditioning. We can probably do whatever we want against the Bulls. Because they're pretty bad. If I lose to the Bulls, I'm not going to know what to think. Rockets, Nets, and then we can do a body work day here. Hornets. Switch these. And then the Rockets is followed by nothing then Grizzlies. Sure, we can do it that way. Alright, let's finish out February with 3 wins, hopefully. The Heat are not good. These are 3 bad teams, so this should be 3 wins. We gotta scout some more people, I guess. If you say so. Get this over with. Couple big wins, and then we annihilate the Bulls. Alright, 21 over the Kings. Looks like our defense has maybe been a little better. Josh Howard, rookie Josh Howard getting 24. They don't have much as a scoring threat, it looks like. Dirk with 20. Shaq, another big one. Kobe, not great, but 4 steals, 8 assists is nice. Alright. 20 points over the Heat. This is the Rashard Lewis. Hey, we held him to 19. His average has gone down a little bit, but it's still going to be I think he was not in the most improved race for some reason when we looked before. Kobe leads the way, then Dirk, followed by Shaq. Only 4 for 10 for GP. Pow's been over in a lot of games, it seems like. Bulls are up to 8 wins now. Wow. That's really helped their percentage, but they don't want to get too many, because then, well, I think the top or the lowest 4 teams have all an equal chance at the number 1 seed, so as long as you're in the bottom 4, you're fine. Shaq's been super consistent. Other than that 10-point game, Gary Payton, on the other hand, not so much. Earl Boykins just scored 28 points. Just taking Steve Nash to school, I guess. We have the extension deadline. I think when I looked, it's just Scottie Pippen, which I do not want. Well, Nash too, but he's got 2 years left, so I'm going to wait to see next year what the plan is. Yeah, and then the only other free agent I'll have is Penny, and he's just kind of filler on this roster, although he's gotten to play a little bit with all the wing injuries. So let's go ahead, let's just get through this one day, and then we'll look at the February stuff. I'm guessing there weren't... Yeah, I forgot Boykins just got traded, so he's on the Bulls now, just kicking my butt. The Bulls and Jazz both got some new coaches, neither of them real. Scott Padgett's the longest injury. He's not very good. Still no Pacers, so we're going to go all season without any Pacers even flirting with MVP. Weber, I think, got it last year. Duncan had it maybe once before. Rookie of the Year, we do have Wade in here still, but there's no way anybody's going to get... I mean, Melo's trying, but I think LeBron's going to get it. Melo's averaging 8 rebounds. Sixth man, Andre Miller. Birdman doing crazy things. DPOY. Shaq's usually in this. I guess he's not doing enough this year to have a chance. I feel like he's doing more than David Robinson, though, so I'm not sure what that's about. Manu. Yep, he probably is going to deserve that. Although these guys are ridiculous. Well, he's only at 5 points. See, he's not up as much as Rashard Lewis is, so I don't quite understand how that is calculated. Still no players of the week for the Pacers. LeBron got one. He's gotten 3 now on the season. Player of the month, Gilbert and Duncan. Gilbert's only like 77 or something like that, I think. Kirk Heinrich and LeBron. Quick look here. The Bulls still leading the way. We do have 2 through 8 still. And 10. Gosh. It's just going to get more ridiculous every year as I trade more and more picks for future picks. Okay, look at this real quick. We are now 7.5 games up on the Wizards. And in the West, Nuggets a game up on the Warriors. And the Blazers are pretty close behind them, along with the Sonics. So 4-way race, really, in the West. But the Spurs are in a different division, so they're slated in front of them. So we are 5 games up on the Nuggets. Do a quick check, because it seems like Peyton has been not very good since the All-Star break. Nash hasn't been shooting as well, but it seems okay. Well, 45%. As long as it stays over 45, I guess I'm good. His threes are actually up. That's good. Kobe's averaging more. Dirk's about the same. We already saw Shaq is more. J. Rich, he's shooting ridiculously well. Pow's Not shooting as well, but scoring more. D-Wade's down a little bit, but that's because he's not playing as much because Richardson and Kobe have been hurt, but not since All-Star. Yao's not shooting as well either. Pippen's good, so I think we just stick with it. If I could take away, there's nowhere really I could take away from Peyton without giving to Nash, and Nash is like my worst starter, so I mean, I already have Peyton only playing 5 minutes to start each half, and then only 2 here at shooting guard. So unless Nash is not the one to finish the game, which isn't a terrible idea, but it seems to be going pretty well here recently. I guess we could, let's do something like that. I just feel like Peyton needs a rest. He's hurting. He continues to be tired. He's probably going to get hurt for real at some point, so. Alright, I think we can go ahead and kick off March. Beat the Nets, Raptors, Rockets, and Nets again. Or sorry, Clippers here. 29-point win over the good Clippers. Beat them in every quarter. Kobe, J. Rich, and Shaq all with 20 plus. Dirk fouled out. Nash didn't play an extra minute. GP's down here shooting 5 times in 26 minutes. But he didn't get hurt. Well, I guess he could have gotten hurt in the game and then just didn't last beyond that. I don't know. This team's got a bunch of good veterans, so it seems like that's why they've got a good record. 34-point win over the also pretty good Raptors. Kobe with another 30-point game. Shaq with another 20-10 double-double. J. Rich continues to have some big-time scoring off the bench. Dirk fouled out in back-to-back games. Peyton did not play all his minutes again and went 0 for 5. Like, do I need to, like, take him out for a game or two? Maybe next time I play a terrible team, Gary Payton can rest. Might be what he needs. This could have been that game. They're not good. We beat them by 41. Probably didn't need Gary Payton's 2 for 8 self to get it done. But Kobe's 35 is pretty cool. Dirk didn't foul out finally. Powell with 13 in 12 minutes. Shaq with a big 6 points on 6 shots. That's kind of pathetic. Held Carmelo to 19. They're kind of loaded at wing and don't have anything else. They got Carmelo, Caron, and Mike Miller. But their point guard is Antonio Daniels, and their center is Ray Flafrance, who's shooting 34%. So, not good. 28 over the Nets, who are decent. Darius Miles leads the way, averaging 14. There's Dirk again at the top. Shaq bounces back for 17. Peyton had a much better game, got 12 assists. Is he any better here? No, he's more exhausted. He's also only averaging 11.7. He's shooting a lot less, but there are a lot of shooters on this team. Alright, Hornets are okay. Rockets are worse. Grizzlies are not great. So I think I'm going to rest Peyton for the Hornets game. And I kind of want to start Dwayne Wade instead of Richardson. Richardson's been scoring a lot off the bench, and we'll just keep it that way. I don't think I have just a no GP lineup for this season, so we'll get it done here real quick. So Parker's playing anytime Nash isn't. Go ahead and get that done. And then Wade can play most of those other minutes. Let Pippen play a little more too. And there's these two. It can be Wade as well. Wade at 27, Richardson 22, Pippen 13, Parker at 20. Parker's not been very good, but we'll give him a chance. Alright, let's save this as the new no GP. Maybe I had one this year, I don't remember though, so that didn't take very long though. So we'll just get through this Hornets game and then see what he looks like. 23-point win. Kobe and Shaq leading the way. Shaq was 0 for 7 from the free throw line. That might be the most I've seen without a make on this game. Everybody else was pretty good from the free throw line. Nash was perfect, other than the free throw line. Cool. Powell steps up. Parker was pretty good. 4 turnovers is too much in 19 minutes. Wade, 5 turnovers as a starter is not good. Bonzi Wells leading the way. All right, let's do one day here. And then we'll see where Peyton's at. Stefan Hasselhoff. Gotta love the auto-generated names. Alright, he's beyond the tired marker. He's super happy. I think we'll put him back in, but we'll let Parker play some minutes. That sounds like a good plan. Swaparoo. Parker. Not shooting 40%, but go back to this, and then we'll have Parker well. Do something like this. But that took a lot away from Steve Nash, so try to undo that. (27, 26), Parker at 8. Okay, that sounds fine. And now we go to 11 man. We'll just get through the... I think we'll get through both these games with that, and then we'll set it back. Oh. Beat the Rockets by 49. Couldn't quite make it 50. Melo got 22 on terrible shooting. Corliss Williamson was 3 for 11. Rafe shot even worse than he has been. Kobe, Dirk, and J. Rich. Shaq, 15 and 17. Nash, 5 turnovers. Peyton comes back, gets 11 assists. Still didn't shoot great. Parker 0 for 1. And then 19 over the Grizz. In Reggie's final run here, we held them to 79 points, which is back-to-back games holding a team under 80, and actually we've done it 3 times in the last 5. So maybe the defense is getting better. Peyton was a little better. Dirk double-double, but only 3 for 10. Powell and Yao combined 2 for 12. Not much from the bench there. McDyess leads the way. Mashburn fouled out in 17 minutes. Khalid El-Amin played 31 minutes and fouled out. Reggie did not make a 3. Averaging 13 points. Shooting crazy from 3. Still playing 28 minutes at age 38. Alright, what does it say about Peyton now? He's still tired. How many games do we have left? We're at 65 games. We got 17 games left. That's a little early to be like going 11 man for a long duration. And it's not like Parker has been crazy good, so let's do one back there. I mean, 28 seems reasonable. But I also want Nash to not be totally out of the mix, so we'll do something like that. We'll just slowly kind of bring him back up to full speed, I guess. We got to do more training. So right before the Bucks here, we already did team system. Let's do individual. Sure. I don't think we need to study film for the Bulls. Probably do some like conditioning or something. Maybe not before a back-to-back, actually. Sure. Sure. Try to do more light stuff if my guys are struggling here. The Hawks are decent, I think. Alright. 3 home games. Magic are good, Bucks not so good. Mavericks are okay. We'll do a week and then get back to the rotation. Oh. 15 points over the Bucks. Kobe 30 and 11. Shaq and Dirk doing good stuff. Peyton just... Why is he playing 4 more minutes than I have him at, though? I don't get it. Nobody fouled out. Nobody's hurt. I mean, if he was doing well, I'd understand it, but he was 3 for 10. 4 turnovers. Gilbert, I'm sorry, he's 80 overall. He's also averaging 24 points per game. That's fun. Because who else is supposed to? Well, they've got Ronnie down here. Continuing to shoot 42%. 43 over the good Magic is a nice sign. We got a rare double-double for Kobe. 2 rebounds away from a triple-double. Jason Richardson's like more consistently with 20 points than Shaq. Peyton 1 for 7 playing 34 minutes. Maybe my I need to go see my coaching again. I don't understand it. Because Richardson's missing, I think, 3 of his minutes. Parker's missing 2 of his. So it's just when like dead balls happen, I guess, but still kind of weird. Didn't whoop on the Mavericks. We let them try to come back in the 4th. Gary Payton continues to be really bad. Since the All-Star break, now shooting 40%. What is happening to you? He is tired. Need to take more games off, I guess, rather than doing this 11-man. Maybe that's what I'll do. Sean Marion with 23. Good job, Matrix. Alright, well, the Bulls are awful, so we will take Peyton out again. Get back to that lineup. Don't mind doing that. Does anybody else need a breather here? He's good. I'm really only worried about the starters. So Dirk's good to go. Shaq's a little sluggish. We could probably take a minute or 2 away from him at least. Oh boy. Oh, because I didn't load it. I don't want 3. Let's do something like that. 29. We are now 10-man again. The Pistons are okay. Let's let Peyton sit out both of these. And Kobe Bryant's hurt. Cool. That's really cool. Well, that means Scottie Pippen comes up to start. Peyton's back up here. Richardson. We gotta get Kobe on injured list. Probably for the rest of the season. Fun stuff. And then we already had a no Kobe lineup. It had Richardson starting. Okay, well, we'll do that. I think I did. Forgot I made that switch. So he's at 29. We were giving Shaq a little lighter load here. We need to find ways to give Gary Payton a lighter load as well. Probably 9 minutes to start off a game is a bad call. Let's do, there's 30. 29 for Peyton. There's also 29 for Nash. Let's do that. Wade's playing a whole lot, but I like that. Let's save that as the new and improved no Kobe lineup. We got D Wade now as the 6th man. Pippen's playing quite a bit, but okay. Again, I wish it was a big guy. Honestly, they got hurt so Chris Bosh could play some more, but it's not the way it's rolling. Time to scout more people. Are there better guys left? No, probably not. Not that I'm going to draft any fake people anyway, so it's kind of worthless. Alright, there's some big wins. We got 39 over the now 14 win Bulls. What are they doing? Wow. Chris Wilcox leading the way with 14 points. About what he's averaging. Maybe that Earl Boykins trade did a lot for them. They got 3 point guards here, 4 with Dooling, 5 with Alexander. It's all point guards, just running around the court. Dirk and Shaq with great games. So this was game 1 of Peyton's rest. Parker was alright. Didn't get much scoring from point guard, but we didn't need to. Then 12 points in the game Kobe got hurt. He had 21 points in 23 minutes, so he was on his way to probably a 30-point game. Only missed 2 shots. Nash with a big-time assist game. Wade played some extra there. Penny Hardaway got to come in and get a bucket. He got 2 shots up in the minute he played. Eddie Curry, 24 points. He's averaging 16 for a 3rd straight year. Amari's improved a little bit. Kidd continues to be awesome for the Pistons. Then 26 over the not good Cavs. Shaq leads. Oh, I meant to look at I forget what it's called, but where it's like performance-based subs or something like that. Yao Ming, is that the first time he's had 10 rebounds? Might be. It is a career high, so if he's done it before, it's got to be just once, I think. Alright, Tyson Chandler a double-double. 16 and 10, he's averaging double-double. Then 52-point victory over the Bucks. Yao Ming, so he gets his 10 rebounds for the first time, and now he gets a career high 25 points. Good job, Yao. He missed 1 shot, got to the free throw line in 17 minutes. That's a whole lot of production. Speaking of production, Dwayne Wade was good stuff. Shaq's only got 14. Nash with a big double-double. Powell almost had a double-double. Hayden continues to shoot about 40%. And I think we can go ahead and get through this week, and then we'll look at the last 6 games to see if we want to play some different people. Well, let's just get through this one, and we can look at stuff. Kobe's back, but we don't care. Kobe's back. I'm still going to let him rest this game. There we go. 9-point win over the Sixers. Shaq, 22 and 11. Dwayne Wade likes to start. Oh no, Wade's not starting now. It's Richardson. He did not have a good game. Iverson still averaging over 30 because he shoots a ridiculous percentage. And then the Knicks are not very good. Jerry Stackhouse averaging 21 in his first year in New York. D. Wade leading the way with 25 points, probably a career high 9 assists. We had a foul out for Peyton. Alright, let's go see. Did we get our first anything, like award-wise? The Kings hired the Jazz old coach. All fake guys. Dion Glover has a spinal injury. He's not playing. Reggie's finished his career, it looks like, hurt. So that's kind of sad. Because I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. They were under 500. Still no Pacers, but we got LeBron James in there. It's a cool list of people. Won't deny that. Wade is now behind Marcus Banks. Wow. Who was the other guy? David West, I think, was in here before. Marcus Banks must be starting, it looks like, most of the games. He's the 13th pick. Sixth man, Grant Hill's in here. I don't think he was before. Defensive player looks to be the same people. Most improved, Maggette and Michael Redd. Michael Redd is just averaging. Redd, Maggette, and Rashard Lewis. Man. Just bombs away. Alright, can we have a player of the week? No, we can't. Lewis got another one. Jermaine, Carmelo got one. Player of the month, Iverson and LeBron for the second time each. Rookie, Luke Ridnour and Melo. So they're even over there in the West, 3-3. We got, oh boy, the Bulls are no longer the worst team, evidently. They've been on a winning streak, more or less, so possibly the Jazz are the worst. Regardless, we've got 8 of the top 10. Oh boy. We have now officially clinched the East, and not quite the best record overall. The Nuggets, if they win out and we lose out, they would have a better record, which is very unlikely, but we will not be benching our people. We will still probably take some minutes away, though. So 14 for the Bulls, 13 for the Jazz. So it's a face-off here between some really bad teams with their Drew Gooden and nothing else team. Alright, so we have 8 games left. Kobe is back. Probably only going to play about 30 minutes. We'll probably still go 11-man. And once we get to the last 2 weeks, we will put Bosch in as well. Alright, 25, 26. We need to take some away from Mr. Kobe. Don't mind giving more minutes to Dwayne Wade. Kobe's at 31. It's probably okay. Let's do another one there. And then Shaq doesn't need to play as much there. Alright, for now we're going to save this as the playoff lineup. It's more like the pre-playoff lineup. We are back to 11-man. This is what I was talking about. Lineup performance factor. So it's not very high. You'd think with this team it probably should be, but they're playing guys when they're not doing well. Bench utilization. Why wouldn't that just be based on the minutes you have? Maybe that's if you do auto-generate the lineup. Not sure. Alright, well, we're 10-0 in our last 10. Still only lost the 2 at home. We're on a really good stretch here. So let's play these 2 games and then look at the lineup again. There's a couple wins. That's a 34-point win over the Hawks, who were good. Dirk and Shaq. Kobe makes a good comeback. Decent comeback. Dwayne Wade's still breaking through, it seems. Paul Pierce is averaging 23. then only 12 over the Cavs. That's not as good as I thought it would be. Kareem Rush leading the way. Shaq and Dirk. Kobe not great. Almost a triple-double for GP. Powell gets a rare double-digit game. Alright, let's first do this. Gotta do probably body work. Need to do a lot of body work here at the end of this season, it seems. Don't need to do like any mediums, anything. Try to keep people healthy. I say that, but I'm going to keep that one medium. Sure, we'll study film. That's kind of like a day off. Body work. And individual. Sure. Alright, now, let's go get Chris Bosh some minutes. I was thinking about just benching Pippen because he's 38 years old. But he's not missed a game, so that'd be kind of mean. Might be his last year, even though he's not calling it a season yet, or a career yet. So I guess we'll keep him in. 11 minutes is doable. People that have been hurt the most, I think, are Peyton and Kobe. Peyton I might bench for like the last couple games or something. For now, we'll just keep taking a few minutes away from him. Alright, well, nobody's going to play the first 9 minutes at this point. Let's have Chris Bosh come in and play some. Can also finish out the half. Let's let Parker play here. And then, not too worried about getting Penny more minutes. He doesn't really need them. Do I want to probably try to get Yao some more minutes? Actually took them away from Powell there for Bosh. But I just want to get Bosh a little PT here. Let's give Powell there, Yao there. Do that for probably the next 2 games, and then we'll take another look. So now we are 12-man. Yes. Alright, let's get through these 2. We just lost to the Knicks by 15. A sub-500 team. Joe Johnson leads the way. It was in MSG, if that makes anything better. Kobe was good, probably didn't shoot enough. Shaq was good, Dirk was not. Nash was not. Alright, well, I didn't expect to lose immediately. Then we bounced back and beat the worst team in the league, Jazz, by 45. The second half, we won 75 to 26, I believe, if I'm doing the math right there. Huh. That's fun. Drew Gooden again gets 20 points. Yao Ming gets 21 and 7. This is probably a game I could have benched people for. Oops. Had a good chance there to recoup some energy, rest some people. But I didn't. So the Hawks are good. The Magic are good. The Knicks we just lost to. The Celtics are not great. It says people should play a little less even. But I'm more worried about this. Sluggish. They're the only two guys with the little battery logo. I don't mind giving Yao Ming some more minutes. Let him come in even earlier. Yao's had some good games. Get him 20 there. And then one more from GP there. We can also take some away from Scottie Pippen, probably. It would have to be here. Sure. Guess I only took one away, but whatever. Alright, so we're still 12 man. Let's get through the Hawks game. Beat them by 1. Shaq with a 27-point game. GP with a double-double. Hasn't had one of those in a while. Wade was not great. Yeah, I give him those minutes and he doesn't score. Bosch was 0 for 5. You're not making the most of this opportunity, guys. Big Z's averaging a double-double. We just lost by 22 to the Magic. We're struggling to get to that 70-win mark. Might not do it here. Jay will at 27 on me. We held Jermaine to 1 for 9 shooting, and they beat us by 22. Not sure what that's about. Dirk was 4 for 13. Shaq had 8 points. We shot pretty terribly. Yao was bad again. We shot 40%. 2 for 13 from downtown. Oh boy. Well, it's not a good look, guys. But I feel like Shaq's going to be taking these minutes back from Yao that I just gave. Yao's been really bad. Okay. Parker is shooting over 40% now. How is Mr. Bosch doing? He is at 50. Huh. Did come back and beat them by 12. Shaq, 25 and 10. Kobe and Dirk. So even with the lower minutes, all three get over 20. Peyton with his best game in a while. That's good to see. He's gotten a double-double and now a good shooting game. What's his percentage drop to now? It's at 46. So not quite what it has been the last 3 years. His three-pointers have just really struggled. Not sure what's going on with him. Kmart gets 30, averaging 17 and 8. Alright, I think I'll just leave it like that as we simcast this game against the Celtics. Actually, I'm going to bench Gary Payton, actually. Because he continues to be tired. I could bench probably Kobe too. Because he's missed 17 games and is an injury risk. And that will let Kyle Korver play some. Because Boozer and Corver have not gotten a chance so far. That didn't work, did it? Nope. Because I didn't fill all the minutes in. Oh, Pippin. What's happening? They put different guys in. Alright, now we can load. I think we'll just go with. We did have an okay. No, we didn't. It was Kobe and Nash. Alright, well, we'll just go with this one since it had a whole bunch of people, different places. We'll give him that. We'll give him that. And we will go from there. Well, we probably will play Hardaway a little bit. We'll see. Maybe not. Oh, whoops. I was treating it like it was Peyton. Parker. Parker. So 25 and 23 sounds good. Um, $28. Pippin's gonna play not much. We'll fix Hardaway later. Pippin, sure, you can end the game. $16. Alright, Dirk. Take you down there. And here. How does Boozer play? Because we've already got Bosch, Pow, and Yao. Oops. Play here. Not going to play much. We need something. We need some Kyle Korver here, probably. And do the same here. Make sure Richardson gets lots of minutes. So Korver gets 15. That's cool. Hardaway's at 10. That's fine. I'll probably even let Korver finish the half there. And then what? I want to get Boozer more minutes, but I guess Dirk doesn't need to play 27. So let's give We don't need to save that because it's just for one game. We are 13-man rotation now. Alright, we will simcast this thing. Trying to get win number 70. Well, it wasn't an easy first quarter, but we are up 17 at halftime. Oh boy, well, I think we got this one. Alright, it's a 29-point victory to get us win number 70 to finish the season. Dirk Nowitzki leads the way to finish the season. Shaq with a double-double as well. 10 for 15 from the line. That's one of his better games. Only shot 6 times from the field. Wade pretty good in his start. Parker got 10 points. Yao got 10. Nash was okay. Korver gets a couple threes in his only game. Penny Hardaway gets 6 points. Boozer got a basket. Cool. In his 3 minutes. For the Celtics, we couldn't stop Michael Redd, of course, who ended up averaging over 30 points. Oh boy. Alright, MVP is Mr. C-Webb. I think that's back-to-back. Sure is. Back-to-back MVP, Chris Webber. Cool. Rookie of the Year, LeBron James. No surprise there. 6th man, Mo Pete. First time doing that. I don't know, did he start last year? He's been scoring. He did not start, so he did similar to last year, but got 6th man this year. Maybe not as much competition. Defensive Player of the Year, Jason Kidd. I think he's done that before. Yep, back-to-back for the point guard. Good job, J. Kidd. Most improved goes to, no surprise there, Manu Ginobili, after being kind of held back as a pacer. Or you could say we developed him into the star he is. Let's go with that. Coach of the Year yet again for now the 9th time is Billy Cunningham. And it's been a while, I think, since gotten the Executive of the Year, but there we go. Alright, all NBA teams, that says Corey Maggette. Also, he's hurt, so I don't know if they're a playoff team, but Corey Maggette in his breakout season, averaging 28 points per game. Tim Duncan has been here before. That's his 4th first team. Iverson with his 4th first team, back-to-back as well. Kid's been first team 7 times out of his 10 years. 2nd team, Gilbert Arenas. Wow. Chauncey for the first time. LeBron as a rookie. Carmelo as a rookie. And Shaq is 2nd team for the first time. So he got beat out by Duncan for the first time in a few years. Well, that's fine with me. I don't know what he ended up averaging. Is he at 18, please? 18.3. Alright, didn't go down too much. His free throw percentage went up a little bit. He played just about the same. Blocks did go down for some reason. He didn't average a double-double for the first time since his rookie season. He only missed 1 game. That was pretty early on, so that's impressive. But yeah, 18.5 and 9.9. So he's pretty much back to what he did as a rookie. But the team wasn't quite as stellar back then. I mean, it was good, but... Alright, Michael Redd, crazy 30 points per game. Stephon Marbury is 3rd team. He's been first team 3 times. Wow. So he's made All-NBA 6 of his 8 seasons. Jermaine's in here for the 2nd time in a row. Rashard Lewis, breakout season for him. Zadrunas, 2nd time here. All defense kid all the time, I'm sure. 8 seasons. GP for the 9th time is all defense first team. Weber for the 10th time in his 11 years. Jermaine's first all defense. And Ben Wallace was 2nd team last year and now first team. Shane Battier, so one of LeBron's teammates, gets second team all defense for the first time. Manu, in his first real playing time, gets all defense second team. We get Elton Brand there. Interesting. LeBron as a rookie is second team. And Duncan, he got first team 5 years ago, but now in the second team. All rookie. LeBron, Melo, Kirk, Marcus, Banks, and Ford. I hope Wade is second team. Thankfully, David West, Kaman, Dwayne Wade, Luke Ridnour, and Darko. So Wade ended up averaging 11 points, 2 boards, almost 4 assists, a steal, a block, shot amazing, 57%, played 22 minutes per game in every single game, got 4 starts. That is a good start to his career, I would say. Per 36, it's 18, 3.5, and 6. Cool. Alright, and we are matched up against the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, Jason Kidd. I feel like that happened last year. Not sure. So, over in the West, the Sonics actually dropped to the 5th seed. If you remember, we were looking, the Spurs were number 3, I think, because of the division situation. But the Lakers passed them up. The Spurs, I don't think, have a great team, so that makes sense. But I'm more afraid of teams in the West than I am in the East. There's more challenging teams in the West. So let's go get this lineup ready. We'll probably start out more or less with what we had for the duration of the year. I just messed that up. Yes. Swap. Yes. Kobe. Yes. Boozer goes on reserve, and Korver goes on reserve. So we can kind of look at stats here. So Korver got to play in that one game. I think he played maybe garbage minute in another game. Yeah. So 2 games in his rookie year, but hey, per 36, that's 19 points per game. Boozer, unfortunately, didn't really get to play. Played less than he did last year, actually. We already looked at D-Wade. Penny did not get to play too much. 8 games. Get Parker down here. Bosch got to play how many games? 20 games. Okay. Per 36, it was 9 and 7. So it wasn't shooting a whole lot, but shot a good percentage. 83 overall is kind of rough to only play 20 games in your rookie year, but when you look at the guys on the team, that's what you got to deal with. Parker ended up shooting respectable from the field, but his threes were awful. He played a little more per game and played over half the games in the season, so making his way up a little bit. Per 36, 11 and 9. But he's not playing in the playoffs. Neither is Bosch. Pippen here, still not retiring. Averaged 5 in 15 minutes. He played in every game at age 38, got to start 13 of them. That is the fewest of his career, but that's what you get here. He's going to play a little bit. Because I don't need to make sure it's right. I just need to make sure the right people are in. I just want to look at stats. Sometimes I get past that a little too quickly. Powell scored a little more, shot a little better, played a little less per game, actually. He didn't get to start, and he missed 10 games, which actually helped Bosch play at least. We already looked at Wade. I think Powell's playing more than Yao. Yao also scored a little more, played a little bit less per game, and didn't get to start as many games. But he played in every game. And then our 6th man, Richardson here, had a better year. 4 more minutes per game, got to start in 17 of them, played most of them. Good stuff. Shaq we already looked at. Dirk averaged the same points, a little more rebound, a little more assists, a little less steal and block, shot about the same, but worse from 3, much worse from the free throw line. Played about the same, and played and started in every single game. Not as many double-doubles. Kobe we saw missed, I think, 18 games or something like that. But he did have his most points per game just by a little bit over the last few years. Shot almost 60%, almost 50%, and over 90%. Played more than he has the last, well, ever. I was afraid to test it in previous years because he's missed so many games in his career already. He has 1 year where he's played every game, but that was when he wasn't playing as much. So I don't know if I proved anything because he missed 18 games. GP missed quite a few. I played him less because he was really tired, especially after the All-Star break. He only missed 4 games, but those are the games I benched him. Only 7 double-doubles. That's the lowest he's had since year 2. And then Steve Nash averaged fewer points, about the same assists, played a little less, shot ridiculous percentage, didn't do 50, 40, 90 again because he missed some free throws evidently, and he missed 12 games. So there we go. Let's go ahead and load our normal rotation, and I think we're just going to start off the Pistons series with that. It won us 70 games more or less, so we'll just start with that and go from there. We are 10-man rotation, and we're getting ready for the Detroit Pistons. They don't have any injuries, neither do we. We both ended the season 8-2. That's not great to see. Eddie Curry's their center that I think Shaquille O'Neal needs to guard. Amari Stoudemire's their power forward that I don't really have a great defensive power forward. Probably Powell. What's he at defense on here? 86? Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Because I know Dirk's only 79. So let's do Powell. We'll guard him tight, sure. Knockbar we're not worried about. Tayshaun, pretty good shooter. Jason Kidd's a really good shooter. We'll guard him super tight, and it's going to be Gary Payton on him. Dick Williamson's fake. Glenn Rice is an amazing shooter. We are only going to worry about his threes. Oliver Candy, we're definitely not worried about his threes. We can go under every screen. And probably can kind of fall back on him. Pat Garrity is an A+ at threes. Cool. Delk is pretty good. Monty Simmons is fake. Lopez doesn't look like he plays much. Augment is not a three-point shooter. So we can go... Alright, so we put Shaq on Curry, Powell on Stoudemire, Payton on Kidd. So that will leave Nash on whoever their shooting guard is, either Augment or Delk, I imagine. I think that should be fine. Alright, let's go ahead and get into game 1 here. It's a victory by 18 points. Kobe had some fun with 28. Dirk with a nice one. Shaq was alright. Double-double for GP. 3 steals. Wade had a nice playoff debut. Nash, not so much. It was Eddie Curry shooting 12 for 23 with 25 points. I don't know what Shaq's doing. We got Jason Kidd to turn it over 7 times. But he almost had a triple-double. They were 1 for 15 from downtown. So for as many three-point shooters as I thought they had, didn't matter. They did out-rebound us by a little bit. Every time got to make sure. Stacey Augman has shin splints, but he's probably going to play through those. 2-0. This one was 32-point win. The home games are good, it looks like. Kobe continuing to have some fun. Dirk as well. Shaq 2015, 6, 2, and 4. That is a wonderful playoff stat line. He also played 35 minutes, which is 4 more than he's supposed to, I think. Not sure what's up with that. Everybody had a good game, it looks like. Huh. I like it. Alright, Kidd struggled again, had 6 turnovers. We held Eddie Curry a little more in check that time. They made more threes. We did much better rebounding. No more injuries. Now, can we win one in Detroit? No, we cannot. We lose by 3 because we can't hold on in the fourth quarter for some reason. Jason Kidd goes off, makes all his threes. They were 10 for 14 from downtown. That's nonsense. Oh. Kobe not quite as good, but still really good shooting-wise. Could have gone with one of those threes. Richardson, Payton, Shaq 5 for 15. So you're telling me Eddie Curry and Michael Olowokandi are holding Shaq to 5 for 15 shooting? Okay. Alright, well that's enough of a loss, or that's a loss, enough to change something. So not in there. Let's go do it in the Pistons. No further injuries. Alright, Nash is shooting terribly. Peyton's shooting well, so let's give Peyton another minute somewhere. Although he's tired again, of course. Could also do it here, but it needs to go away from Nash. I guess, yeah, fourth quarter. Alright. Kobe's been amazing, so I could probably give him another minute. Dirk's been amazing. Shaq, that game was not good. I don't know who I'm taking Kobe's away from. Looks like Pippen. We could do another one for Wade here. And then Kobe can take one somewhere else. Probably actually here. And then Dirk seems to be... Alright, let's save that as the playoff lineup now. Alright. I'm not going to change anything, I don't think, matchup-wise. We did win one in Detroit, this one by 25. Jason Kidd is averaging 21, 7, and 12. I guess that's not too far off what he did in the season, but he's also shooting amazing. Eddie Curry again with a big one. Glenn Rice was not good. But Shaquille O'Neal broke out for 32 points. Dirk enjoyed getting that extra minute there, I guess. Gets 27. Kobe still shot well, just not enough. Nash now, of course, does well. Peyton was good too, but fouled out. Richardson not great. Wade was not great. Alright, well, at least we can finish it at home now, hopefully. Wait, what did that say? We're outscoring them by 18, out-rebounding them by 1. Assists are crazy offset. They are shooting better threes, but we're a better shooting team, so. Alright, let's win here. There we go. 18-point win to finish it off at home. Kobe has been really, really awesome here in the first round. Shaq as well, averaging 20 and 10. Dirk, 21 and only 7 boards. Thought that would go up maybe in the playoffs. Nash has adjusted his field goal percentage here in these last 2 games. Peyton's been a little better, getting lots of assists. So I think we'll stick with that new lineup here going into round 2. Amari Stoudemire stepped it up here in the playoffs as well. Alright. We're playing either the Magic or the Hawks. The Sixers got past the Nets. There were no sweeps. LeBron James and the Blazers have upset the Lakers. Oh boy. Is LeBron making it to the finals in season number 1? I hope so. Alright, no injuries. And we are playing the Magic or the Hawks. Let's find out. It will be the Hawks, who did beat us at least once in the season. They have no injuries. We're outscoring them by 16. Rebounds are very close. Assists are not. Field goals are not. Threes are not. So it looks like it should be a victory. Maybe I do just start with, this is the normal lineup, right? I think I'll do the same. I'll start with this and then expand as needed. Why not? Alright, we've got Jay Williams as their backup point guard. I think he's their backup. We got Paul Pierce, who needs to be guarded probably by Kobe Bryant. Although he's only 77 at defense for some reason. Richardson is actually much better, it says. 87. What? Okay, well, I'm doing Kobe. I'm doing Kobe. Jimmy Jackson is a three-point machine. So is Robert Horry. Bender is not. Ilgauskas needs Shaq on him probably. Not worried about his threes either. Lamar Odom, don't know how good at threes he is, so we'll just kind of go automatic with him. Van Exel, so Jay Williams is their starting point guard, it seems. He's 81 overall, I guess so. Well, he doesn't average as much as Van Exel, so I feel like this needs to be Gary Payton when he's in. Lucius Foster is not a threat. Collins is not a threat. I kind of just want to do that and see how that works. Griffin, not really a three-point shooter. Neither is Bowen. Neither is McCoy. Okay. So a lot of mediocre guys behind Pierce. I guess Odom's not super good overall wise. I thought Van Exel was better than what it said he was. Alright. Well, let's go see what's happening over here. The Sonics got past the Clippers. It'll be the Wizards and Sixers over there, and the Warriors beat the Mavericks. We got the Nuggets and Spurs. Can the Spurs upset the Nuggets? No, they can't. All right. Let's get through Hawks game 1. That is a win by 18. Shaq 28 and 12. Kobe's amazing again. Dirk's good stuff. All around pretty good game other than these 1-for-5s down here from the bench. Bench didn't come through with much, but they didn't need to. We held Paul Pierce to just 15 and he fouled out. So did Big Z. That's helpful. Alright. Rebounds, we annihilated them. No injuries. Let's keep rolling. They win at, oh boy, a 12-point loss, and we lost every single quarter. Five for 12 for Shaq is not good. Threes were not good. Dirk didn't do anything. And Paul Pierce scored 47 points. So maybe I should do that on automatic. Or maybe I put Peyton on Pierce. Will he dominate him? I don't know. I think I'm going to try it. Van Exel's not averaging too much, and he's only 78. So I think we're going to apply the all-defensive team player to their ridiculous scorer. So, instead of here, we are going to put Gary Payton here, which will put Kobe on Jim Jackson, which is fine. That should be fine. But we're also going to load whatever that change I did last time. There we go. Game 3. Can we win one in Hotlanta? Yes, we can. Now we win by 12. It was a close one, it looks like, because we sucked in the second quarter. We did hold Pierce to just 16, so it looks like the Gary Payton effect did help. Ilgauskas only missed 2 shots, though. Kobe had some fun. 37 points, missed 4 shots. 5 for 5 from downtown. Richardson second. Okay. Not a bad looking game there. We shot over 50% from downtown thanks to Kobe. We shot 63% from the field, but they were also 55, so it wasn't really great defense. It was just really good offense. No injuries. Let's, I think, just keep going with what won there. Can we win 2 in Atlanta? No, we can't. We lost by 5. Lamar Odom made 3 threes. He is 79 at them. This time Ben Exel came through with 19. Ilgauskas was good again. This is not great. They made 7 threes. They shot really well again. Kobe only 8 for 19. This was sad game, it looks like. Alright, let's go look at the series stats. In this round, Kobe should play even more, it seems. Shaq's been great. Dirk's been struggling against Lamar Odom, I guess. Peyton's been really good. Richardson. Not so much Scottie Pippen. Seems like Peyton, Kobe, and Shaq could take a couple more minutes. Don't like how close this is. Let's do this so Pippen doesn't have to play there. And then we had Shaq. Let's do that one. And then we want to give Kobe another minute, right? Probably here. And is that it for now? We didn't give any to Peyton though. Probably should. Alright, we'll save that as the new playoff lineup. Oh boy. So maybe we need to guard Odom tight as well. Don't really have... That's where I don't know, Powell on Odom makes much sense. That's probably who's guarding him. Maybe I should look at their stats? The Hawks. Pierce has been amazing. Everybody's shooting just ridiculous percentage for them. That's not good for me. Oh boy. Maybe we should try to like double Paul Pierce. It's 61% self. But if that's the case, I don't know that I want Gary Payton on him. We shouldn't have to double him, but maybe in the post. Double team post. I don't know how often he's posting up, but sure. We'll do that. Oh boy. We're trying to not lose to the Hawks right now. It is 2-2 in the second round of the playoffs. And right now, Paul Pierce is a problem. We tried Kobe on him. Kobe's not great at defense in this universe. Gary Payton's really good, but not the greatest body matchup for him. So we are going to hope that coming back to Indy will be helpful. I'm going to simcast it so I can just see like when are things going wrong. It's not to kick off the first. We kind of let them back at the end of the first. We are losing this game. It's been way too close. Okay, well, we barely snuck out. There was no quarter where I was blowing them away. The best was the very beginning, I feel like. The Wizards just swept the Sixers. That's Allen Iverson's team that just lost 4-0. Kobe, 28. Nash was good, of course, after we take a minute away from him. Dirk is really struggling against this team for some reason. We got Dirk fouling out, too. Chris Bosh got to come in the game for some reason. Big Z 22. Pierce was not amazing that time. Odom did go off for 19 still. We got 2 chances to finish this off. We got to win at Atlanta, though. I'm going to go see what the team stats look like as well. The Nuggets swept the Sonics. The Sonics have Duncan, Garnett, and Baron Davis, so interesting. Stats, playoff team. Alright, we are outscoring them by 4. They're shooting a lot more. We're shooting a little better. They're shooting a lot of threes at a really good percentage. They don't really get to the line too much. We do. Holy moly, 38. Shoot the same percentage. Same offensive rebound percentage. Defensive rebound's pretty close. They're leading the teams in the playoffs. Get a lot more assists. They get a lot more blocks. Turnovers, pretty close. They foul a lot. Yeah, we saw the free throws. Second chance points, they're beating us. Points in the paint's pretty high. I was going to say maybe we should defend the 3, but they've got Ilgauskas, Odom, and Pierce that can all play inside too. I think we just trust that we can pull this off. Probably by giving people like Kobe Bryant more minutes. Yeah. And Shaq's been doing pretty well too. Let's get him in here. All right. We're going to simcast again. Looks like a good series going on between the Warriors and Blazers. All right, the end of the first was, well, nope, we still let them back. This is looking exactly like the last game. We ended the second a little better. It appears like, as long as we don't allow anything stupid here, we're good to go. We still only won by 6, but we did get past the Hawks. Paul Pierce, 26. Ilgauskas, only 5 for 15. Thank you for having an off night. Odom only got 11, so... Alright, well that was a little scary, but... Kobe got 20, did not have a good shooting game. Shaq, 7 for 10 is pretty good. Nash didn't miss a shot. Got 10 assists. Peyton got 10 assists, so point guard showed up. They still shot 54% though. My defense is just not great. Let's go ahead and delete that. Jim Jackson did twist his ankle in that game. We are getting ready for the Wizards. D'Alembert is not playing. Sam Cassell looks like he is. They have not lost on the road so far. That's cool. They're scoring just as many points as we are. More rebounds, way less assists, shooting better threes. So this does not look fun. We are not going to make Kobe play all those immediately. 36 maybe sounds good. And we'll do 33. I think Shaq might be able to handle 33. It kind of depends on who they have on their team. So let's see. Marcus Fizer is not a three-point shooter. At least he shouldn't be. Ray Allen is, though. Oh, this is the Ray Allen, Tracy McGrady team. Oh, no. Oh, I guess we can do automatic. Ugh. Bear is not playing. Tracy McGrady is an A plus at 3's 2. This needs to be Peyton on Allen because he's 86 overall. McGrady averages more, but Scola doesn't play. They've got Ricky Davis too. Lorenzen Wright might be their starting center. He is not a threat. He is averaging 9 points per game, but Googs, Lamond, Parks, Cassell, let's guard against the 3. They've got some good players here. They also have Damon Jones. No wonder they're making so many threes. Stepania, Ostertag. Oh boy. So we put Peyton on Allen. I'm going to go see who's starting at center for them. If it's Wright. So Cassell, Allen, McGrady, Pfizer, and Wright. Although Pfizer and Googs have switched spots. So Shaq's going to guard Lorenzen Wright. And hopefully be able to help off of him a little bit. Let's go see if LeBron James is getting to the Western Conference Finals. He sure is. He sure is. He just beat the Super Team Warriors with his 33 points. He's averaging 27 here in the playoffs. They got 3 guys with 20. The Blazers are making a run. The 6 seed rookie LeBron Blazers are in the Western Conference Finals. Oh boy. Game 1, Pacers beat the Wizards by 15. We almost won every quarter. The first was a close matchup. We got double-doubles for Kobe and GP and Shaq. Only 5 for 12, though. Dirk made all 10 of his free throws. We were not good from three-point land. Wade wasn't very good. T-Mac got 23. We held Ray Allen to 10. 3 for 11 shooting. Ricky Davis was 3 for 12. We can't imagine that's going to happen every time, but I also hope Sam Cassell doesn't have 21 points every time. Alright, well, they made twice as many threes. We shot about the same free throw percentage. We were a little better rebounding, so we're going to hope we can keep this up. As long as Cassell's hurt, that's helpful too. We did win game 2, so both at home. This one only by 5. Again, we lost the first quarter, but won everything else, barely. Dirk flirted with a triple-double. 7 assists is probably a career high. He's gotten 8, evidently, at some point, but 6 was his season high, so that's more than he had in any game this year. Shaq's down here with 9 points on 3 for 11 shooting. That's not cool. Gary Payton randomly gets 16 assists in this one. Nash couldn't shoot. We made all our free throws. Shaq was perfect. We only had 2 guys go to the line, though. McGrady with 21 again. Looks like Payton's pretty well guarding Ray Allen. Cassell did almost have 20 again. Ricky Davis has yet to go off for one. I imagine he will at some point because he was averaging 17 this year. Again, free throws were pretty much the same. At least we made 1 more 3. Rebounds were close. They led by 8 at some point. Cassell's coming back now. I feel like Shaq might be tired based on how he's performing. I'm going to take that minute back away from him. It was this one. The first quarter is where things are weird. I don't know why. We've lost both first quarters. What if we have Shaq come in when Kobe's out? Will that change anything? Can we dominate like Greg Ostertag or whoever's coming in at center? Can we win in DC? In game 3, Shaq is hurt during what, practice? When the heck did that happen? He is down. Oh boy. He can't move quite a bit. Oh my god, quite as much is what I'm trying to say. We are going to leave that one and go to this one. And actually do 30. That doesn't help the first quarter like I was hoping to, but we'll do 29. We can also play Kobe maybe further here. Try that. Lots of minutes for Mr. Bryant. Play him here. Alright, so now we're back trying to win in DC. Please. We did by 2 points. This time the first quarter was our best, and we let them come back in the fourth. There was no defense in this game, although it looks like there are quite a few turnovers. They had 15. They shot a fantastic percentage. Sam Cassell went crazy. We still held Ray Allen. He fouled out in 21 minutes. Ricky Davis had a better game. But Kobe also was very good. 16 of 16 from the line. We missed 5 free throws only out of 49. Gary Payton gets 15 assists. We shot a really good percentage as well. We had 12 turnovers. That's not too bad. 56 and 57%. That's got to be one of the best playoff shooting percentages ever. They never did lead, but they lost by 2. That's kind of crazy. Alright, Shaq still day-to-day. Says he should play 24. We're going to go with that 29. And hopefully we can sweep. We do sweep our way into the finals. Oh boy, we won by 31, scoring 40 points in both the first and fourth quarters. Ricky Davis finally went off for 25 points. Allen finally got his high here, 20 points. McGrady was very consistent. Cassell had his worst game. Lorenzen Wright and Parks fouled out, and Pfizer, so we probably had a lot of free throws again. Yep, 53 of them. We didn't make a lot of them, but Kobe had 30, Dirk had 26, Shaq and his hurt self had 20 points on perfect shooting, only 8 of 18 from the line. Peyton 1 rebound away from a triple-double. Good stuff. I don't know. Well, it doesn't look like we're playing LeBron, so at least there's that. I was kind of afraid of him. Stepania got food poisoning. Is there some sort of theory there that maybe the Pacers have poisoned Vladimir? Alright, it looks like we're playing the Nuggets, but let's find out. They also swept the Blazers. LeBron evidently settled down in that one. So this is Harrington, Marbury, Kirilenko, Robinson, still not retiring evidently, Antonio Davis. It's a decent looking team. Marbury is their best player. Let's go prepare for the Nuggets. They have James Posey with a broken ankle. They've lost 2 at home, 1 away, so the opposite of me. we're scoring a lot more points, not as many rebounds, lots more assists, better shooting, close threes. So let's give Shaq the rest. Got him down to 29, I think. Let's do here. And then settle Kobe down a little bit. But we kind of want to be ready to go here. It's the finals. Alright, who we got going? Mehmet Okur. He's a decent shooter. I'm not going to worry too much about him. I guess we should probably guard him tight. He's a shooter. Isaiah Ryder's won a couple three-point contests, so he's also a great dunker. I don't know if he still is because he's probably a little older, but that's a fake guy who doesn't play. David Robinson's going to be guarded by one Shaquille O'Neal. He is not a three-point threat. Nor is Antonio Davis. Al Harrington, I don't know how good at shooting he is, so we'll just do automatic on him. Henderson's not much of a shooter. Posey's not playing. Marbury's getting guarded by GP. So Nash is on either Ryder or Barry. That's, I think, okay. Probably need to guard him super close. When he well, he's a good passer too, so we'll just leave that. Karolinko, I don't think he's a very good shooter, at least not yet. But kind of like Harrington, will go automatic. I know Barry can bombs away. Looks like Isley can too, but probably doesn't play too much. McInnes, he doesn't play. Alright, so we put Shaq on the Admiral and GP on Marbury. Game 1 in Indy is a victory. Okay, good start. That's a 33-point win. We held them under 20 twice and finished strong in the fourth. Dirk with 31, Shaq with 22 on Robinson, and that's an injured Shaq. Kobe got over 20. Richardson didn't miss any shots. 10 assists randomly for Dwayne Wade. Okay. Harrington led the way. Missed both his threes. I guess I gotta look at what his threes are. He's 77, so automatic's probably fine. Karolinko is only 69, so we probably can not worry about his threes. Ryder didn't do much. It looks like Brent Barry is starting. They did not make really any threes. Let's go ahead and change our game plan on Mr. AK-47. So we will go moderate, go under screens, and wall up on transition. Game 2. Shaq is back. We're going to leave it and lose by 8. Makes no sense. Now the first quarter we were awful. We won 2 of the other quarters, but just got out behind in the first half. We were down 14 at halftime. Kobe only shot 9 times. Shaq didn't get to the line at all. Not good for Gary Payton, 2 for 12. Stephon Marbury was good, though. Karolinko was 0 for 6 from downtown, so I guess we did the right thing on him. Okur is 78 at threes. We were terrible from 3 points. They had 17 offensive rebounds, and I'm crash defensive glass right now. We never led in this game. We had 18 turnovers. Well, I think it's time for Shaq to play a little bit more, even though it's against David Robinson. Get him there. And there. And there. Okay, and then we will give Kobe this minute back. And then if we lose this one, we'll take a look at who's doing well. Get them on the floor more. I'll do a simcast this time to see what's happening. Hopefully we can win the first quarter this time. Oh yeah, 13 point. Alright, well this one looks safe. Up by like 30 at halftime. 23. Alright, so ended up an 18-point win. We did lose the third. Marbury we held to 19 this time, so he didn't go crazy. Harrington shot lots and missed lots. It's pretty much just Marbury. Robinson had 2 points. Shaq only had 12, missed all 4 of his free throws. Kobe and Nash fouled out, although Nash didn't miss a shot. Peyton 1 for 7, 13 assists. They did lead by 3 at some point. I guess that was to start the game. Alright, well, Nash is not doing great on offense. Okur is dealing with a strained groin. But, I mean, Peyton, I would take minutes away because he's not doing well shooting, but his defense is what's attached to Stephon Marbury, so we gotta keep it, I think. But I am going to, I know I said if I lost, but even though I won, I still want to make sure people who are struggling aren't playing as much. Peyton's shooting 25% right now, Yao shooting 46, and Pippen shooting 40. Dwayne Wade's been amazing, so if we can find a way to get Wade in for Pippen, which we can get Richardson in here, which is fine. We'll just let Pippen play a little bit. He doesn't really need to, I don't think. Oops. Is there anywhere I can help Gary Payton not? Let's get him a rest here. Hope that helps him. So we're still technically 10-man. Pippen's just coming in and doing a little bit of work in the second. We'll simcast again. Alright, first quarter was good. Second, not as good. Third is pretty good. Oh, it's getting a little close here. Please hold on. There we go. Ended up winning by 8. They had 3 guys with 20 this time. Karolinko finally had a good game. It's not been David Robinson's series, that's for sure. Kobe and Dirk. Shaq's not doing much against Robinson either. Wade making the most of his increased minutes. Pippen still got 3 assists. So now what we will do is simcast here what could be the deciding game. We're probably going to leave the rotation as is, no injuries. Let's simcast this guy, and we'll jump in if it looks like we're about to win a championship. It looks like it will happen. This will be number 9 in a row for the Pacers. Let's see the celebration. So we're up 25 with 26 seconds left. I do not want to be them. Dirk's at the line. I think almost every time we enter this, it's a side inbounds, but we got some free throws this time.
And for his size,
it looks like we got starters on the court. Maybe for both teams. Let's see if the Nuggets will just let the clock run out or not. I'm guessing not. We're getting the ball to Antonio. So David Robinson is not in the game.
Here's Marbury.
Brent Berry is not going to jack up a three. Oh, he is going to jack up a three. Kobe with the rebound, and that's going to do it. Your Indiana Pacers, champions once again.
Travel, all the practices,
Gary Payton is just so happy that he's gotten like 10 championships now or something. Might be more than that, actually.
And whenever you win the NBA championship, there is a level of
Billy Cunningham, greatest coach in history.
Really can't be matched, but
17 titles in 18 years. Not all for Cunningham. We had Don Nelson for a while as a coach when he left. When the Raptors became a team, he really wanted to build the Raptors.
The fans obviously overjoyed. This is one of those
Scottie
moments
Pippen,
these players will
second
never
stint with the
forget.
Pacers, his third jersey number.
Let's take you to the
Still got those cool air shoes though.
O'Brien Trophy. NBA Commissioner doing
We got fans standing inside one another. Adam Silver before it could be Adam Silver.
This incredible team, this Larry O'Brien Trophy, and I believe this suitcase are yours.
So Nash randomly got MVP last season. I'm thinking it's Kobe this time, based on the stats we've seen. But it kind of depends on what this game looks like.
MVP.
And we know this doesn't mean anything. They just give it to somebody, I guess. Let's see who it actually is. I'm guessing it is Kobe. It is indeed. Averaged 23, 4, and 6, 2.5 steals, a block, got quite a few turnovers, but shot amazing from the field, not great from 3, which was a little worse than what he did for the entire playoffs, but that's alright. Let's see, Kobe, nice game to finish it out, a double-double. Jason Richardson went 8 for 8. We got Shaq with 17. So for the playoffs, he averaged a little worse, but he was hurt for a while. Nash was actually a bit better than what he was in the season. Richardson about the same. Dirk like exactly the same. Payton a little better, a lot more assists. He got to play a little more too. Dwayne Wade didn't play as much, but still was very effective when he was on the court. Yao, pretty close to what he did. Powell, pretty close to what he did. And Pippen didn't get to play as much, but finishes out. I hope he retires. I feel like he should retire. If this was his last season in real life, he's 80 overall, he keeps going down. Just retire. You've won the last 3 titles. Rejoining the team you originally won other titles with. You're a 6-time champ now. Across 2 decades. Come on. Retire, Pippen. Robinson had his best game of the series. Marbury had his worst by far. Antonio Davis was 2 for 10. They could not make shots in this game. Pacers win. We've got no injuries, good. So that is now, like I was saying, 17 of the last 18. We've gotten 9. That beats our streak previously of 8. Because once we started here, we got 8. Then J-Kid took over as a rookie and beat us. Well, he didn't beat us, but he won the championship. We've got 9 since then, so how far can we take this? The Nuggets, that's the first time we've faced them in the finals. It was the Blazers and Lakers all the time in the beginning, the Sonics a couple times, the Wolves and Warriors here more recently, the Nuggets for the first time. So I don't know if they'll make it back. LeBron and the Blazers are making a run. We do have now ridiculous draft picks, as usual, but this might be the most ridiculous. We'll see if we can end up with the first. I don't know. It's hard not to draft Dwight Howard, but I feel like I'd have to then get rid of one of my big guys to the Bobcats in the expansion draft. So I was planning on that being Jason Richardson, but it might make more sense for it to be Bosch, Powell, or Yao. Just have to figure out which one it would be. I don't know. Tough choices coming this off season. Hope you tune in next time. Till then, Shoeshek Redemption's out.